What's your take on his political access and influence here in America right now?
Sunny Hostin, love that lady. Here she is. She tries to get Gates to go after RFK and Elon.
Well, your Gates Foundation is the biggest funder of vaccines in the world. I think a lot of people don't recognize that. And it was key to developing the COVID vaccine. That has made you, unfortunately, a target of all kinds of baseless conspiracies, including from RFK Jr., who apparently does have a worm in his brain. And he now claims he is not anti-vax. Do you believe him?
Well, we'll do our best to work with him. Under his management is going to be the FDA, which is a fantastic regulator, passing judgment on a lot of the new innovations we're funding. NIH does fantastic research.
Yeah.
And so those have been partners of our foundation. And, I hope the great scientists there get the support they deserve.
Okay.
Well, and you, Mr. Gates, you also called Elon Musk's political influence abroad, quote, insane, along with another word we can't repeat here. But what's your take on his political access and influence here in America right now?
Well, Elon, his private sector work, has been very innovative, really fantastic. A lot of private sector people, when they get into government, they don't take the time necessarily to see what the good work is or why it's structured the way it is. So I'm a little worried, particularly with this USAID stuff.
Oh, we'll have more on that in just a second. Everything about this guy and the way they pay deference to Mr. Gates. And, oh, you have more vaccines out there than anyone. Okay, are they killing people? Are there side effects? Do people even need them? He's getting awfully rich on it. And also, he's suddenly concerned about Elon. Elon's done good stuff, private sector, but who knows once you get into the government. I mean, there's ways these things are done, and none of it really works. But you can see he's trying to hedge his bets there a little bit because he knows he doesn't want to go too far on Elon because we might uncover some stuff at USAID that maybe there was some weird funding going on with some of Bill's operations. I don't know. Maybe it was elsewhere. Who knows? Maybe, but you better be a little bit careful what you say there. And even with RFK, he wants to say more, right? He doesn't like RFK. RFK wants us to look at vaccines, wants us to look at vaccine. He's a skeptic, if anything, right? He said he's not against vaccines. That's what he said under oath. But he's a skeptic. And again, you're all allowed to be skeptics, and you're all allowed to question the timetables on all of these things and the ages that children should be getting these things, and are there connections to autism and all these things. You're just allowed as a human being, as a free human being with a mind and autonomy. I know they're not big fans of that. You're allowed to question these things, but you can see he doesn't really want to say anything bad about RFK now because he knows he needs the grant money and the research access and all of that stuff from the NIH, et cetera, et cetera. Did you know that drinking 2 to 3 cups of coffee daily can lower your risk of death by 29% and nearly halve your chances of heart complications? But let's be real. What's the point if your coffee tastes like it was brewed by someone who thinks soy lattes are the peak of sophistication? Enter 1775 coffee. Hand-picked Bolivian beans roasted in the USA, delivering pure, single-origin brilliance. No gimmicks, no deceit, just coffee for those who crave truth, depth, and the clarity to cut through life's illusions. The best part? Every dollar you spend gets you entered to win a blacked-out 2024 Tesla Cybertruck, a modern-day Ark built for any of life's challenges, plus 30 grand in cash. Not bad. Here's what to do. Go to 1775coffee.com, stock up, and fuel your mornings with rebellion. Use code Rubin for 15% off your order. Don't miss your shot to sip bold, authentic coffee and drive a Cybertruck with $30K in your pocket. 1775coffee.com. Fuel your mornings. Forge your path.